Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So, for all those QNT holders out there, I just wanted to ask how you guys are doing. How are you guys feeling? Have you accumulated any of the dip recently? And this is talking about like going all the way back to like June. I mean, have you guys been accumulating? Have you guys been averaging in? I personally have been, and I think that like my last purchase of QNT was recently on the drop down below $100. I think it was actually, I'm pretty sure I bought like at $101 or something like that. But we have been accumulating, we have been averaging in, and I think that right now, as we look at this market, things are kind of changing around Quant. I think that a lot of people are realizing the value behind it. I mean, do I think that individuals like BitBoy talking about it are extremely bullish? I mean, I think that it's great for recognition. I think that it's great for a lot, more eyes on the project. But I usually kind of take those instances as like a bearish indicator, if that makes sense. No hate towards any like creators. I'm just saying like usually when large creators are starting to talk about a project, it usually kind of tells you that a drop is incoming. And I'm not saying like, Quant's going to crash, so sell your QNT or anything like that. No, I'm just saying, always have fiat on the sidelines just in case. But I do think that more and more eyes on this project is a great thing. I think that everyone should know about Quant. I think that everybody should be holding at least one. To me, it's like buying Bitcoin at $100. And I've always said this. You guys probably are aware of this. I just think that the power and the potential behind what is happening within this market, aka leading to a multi, ledger sort of payment system, something like Quant is going to be crucial. And even right now, it's crucial for like the Internet of Things, the Internet of Value. It plays a pivotal role in a lot of areas, and it has such a huge utility case behind it too. But nonetheless, let's stop rambling on. I'm sorry, I could easily ramble on about Quant all day. I'm just extremely happy to see what is happening within this market right now. And what that is that we are nearing the bottoming zone officially for the bear market, which is most likely going to be happening within the fall timeframe. And I have said this since around June, and I'm just extremely happy for the next few months going forward. But nonetheless, we do see from Lunar Crush, Quant has hit alt rank, one out of the top 3,857 coins across the market based on relative combined social plus market activity. 24-hour activity price is up about almost 12% to $115. This was an older post. This was about 2 days ago. But we do see, social volume 1,702. Social engagements is about 3 million. Now, of course, this was at the time where, BitBoy did make his video, so a lot of people were going to be talking about it. At the current moment in time that I am recording this, we do see that the price is sitting at about almost like $110. We do see social mentions about 51. Social engagements is about 55,720. So pretty substantial. And the market volume right now is not much. It's almost like 1 million. So that's a little bit down compared to like where we recently were. I still think that, QNT is in a little bit of a bearish formation if you are looking at like the long-term aspect of it. But on the weekly, we could actually see a little bit more of an insight on what has been happening recently with like social engagement. Social engagements was about like 3.25 million, which is very substantial. Social mentions was about like 1.8K. And if we go to like the top here, you can see the difference. Like there was almost 7 million social engagements with quite a bit of social mentions. So it definitely was getting a ton of traction, a ton of attention too, which you love to see. And this also has led to a very substantial amount of holders. In regards to like the percentage of QNT left on exchanges, I don't like pay too much of attention to this, but just of recent, like on the 19th of this month, we did see about 1.17% left on exchanges. And this has been dropping, decently, I would say. Like even going back to, November to now, it's almost dropped like, 0.5%, which is substantial when you are looking at like the tokens held on exchanges sitting at like roughly almost 1.2. But the holders tab, right? 70,400 officially. We have officially hit 70,000 holders. And this is a huge change from like May. Like at the end of May, almost in the beginning of June, we had, 56,000 almost. So from there to now, we have gained over 14,000 holders, which is crazy to me. Like, even go back to, when we officially started talking about QNT, which was like around this time right here, we were at 20,000, not even 20,000 holders. From there to now, we have gained a massive 50,000 official new holders. That's just crazy to me. The growth of QNT, not only not even price wise, has been something remarkable. And you really got to love to see it if you are holding QNT. And also, talking more so about QNT, we did see a little bit more of some advertisement from the chain media. This is great to see. I mean, like, I really look at free advertisement from these platforms as a great thing. And it does allow for a lot more eyes to be put on the project in a good way, too, because it really kind of just breaks down a few things around QNT that should make you extremely bullish. We do see QNT the leader of capital markets. Tokenization is occurring for all types of assets, including digital and physical ones, but it has some problems. Quant provides the necessary tokenization solutions, and we do see down here they break this fully down. Problem, while permissionless blockchains liberate the capital markets by allowing any party to participate, they also pose a challenge. How can these various blockchain infrastructures be connected while maintaining privacy and compliance? Solution, Quant responds with an answer. QNT tokenization solutions offers full and seamless interoperability at scale between both permission and permissionless blockchains while guaranteeing privacy and compliance, all without overheads. It is already being utilized by applications like the tokenization of fund yields. We assist with tokenization of fractionalization of assets and, of course, a bond issue. We have been watching these closely. I mean, like, when we look at tokenization, I think that this is a huge market to really kind of keep an eye out on. I think that when we look at, like, NFTs, again, NFTs is that market that a lot of people just kind of overlook because of, like, the art aspect of it. I think that, like, the art aspect of it is just kind of, how should I put it, the bare minimum of what we are really going to be expecting within tokenization. We have talked about it so much on this channel. In fact, I just talked about it in my XRP video with real estate. It's a $300 trillion plus market. We look at, like, capital markets. We look at almost every single thing that you really kind of utilize on a day-to-day basis. Your ID, your healthcare records, all of this stuff can be fully tokenized. Like, tokenization is going to bleed into everyday life. And I would argue by 2030, over 50% of workflows will be fully tokenized and digitized itself as well. So, we have been watching these markets closely. We've been watching, a few of the connections kind of build with, like, Hedera, with Hyperledger. We've talked about, Zinfin with trade finance, even XRP with, digital money and stuff. Things are rapidly changing, and I would say that they have been moving pretty quick. And also, talking about some major names behind Quant, we did break this fully down in the past with Fast Company utilizing, Quant to disrupt a full-on continent. We do see, on our partnership with LAC Chain, Gilbert Verdian explains not only will it be easier for people to send and receive payments, but more importantly, they can also access new markets because LAC Chain is cross-border. And yes, this is what I have been personally waiting to see go fully live. Like, I think that this is going to fully disrupt a lot of the payment flows within QNT and Quant. Like, when I say, like, the payment flows, I mean, like, Quant will play a pivotal role at streamlining payment flows, cross-border payments itself. And, we are seeing a lot of change happening around, like, real-time payments. I actually tweeted this out on my Twitter. I think it was, like, from yesterday or something like that. I said, rapid transactions demands rapid settlement. And this is also why I say, like, pay attention to crypto, because, at the forefront of crypto, everything around it has been centered on things that could revolutionize the current payment flows, the current flows in general, even, like, workflows. Again, corporation entities, business entities, their workflows are extremely inefficient. They are slow. They are expensive. You are utilizing paper documents. Like, everything that we look at, on everyday life could be fully disrupted by crypto. And settlement is a huge thing. We actually do see over here, like, real-time digital assets make getting paid instantaneous. All users need is a phone. And yeah, like, that's the gist of it. Like, I know, right now, currently, if you look at a few things happening around, like, CBDCs and the discussions around it, every single pain point that they mention is being solved by DLT and crypto. And when we look at this, right, like, it kind of gives you an insight on where we are headed. We're headed to a multi-ledger, payment infrastructure. Now, what will need to be at the center point of that infrastructure, what would have to be the, if you will, the foundation of it? Quant will have to be, because it has to interconnect the legacy platforms with the crypto platforms. And this is like a full-on continent that is getting fully disrupted. They even do mention, like, even the BRIC economies, they were, once tipped to reshape the global financial landscape, but Brazil and the rest of Latin America's potential have yet to be fully realized. LAC Chain is one that is fully realizing it and disrupting it with the help of Quant. Again, everyone will talk down on Quant. And also, I'm gonna say this: if you guys really want to annoy me, always bring up the fact that QNT is an ERC20 token, because I keep telling you guys in every single video that QNT is blockchain agnostic. It does not matter that it is an ERC20 token. It could move from blockchain to blockchain in seconds. It is an operating system. It is not a blockchain network. It is not an ERC20 token like everyone really kind of perceives it to be. It does not care about what Ethereum is doing, what Ethereum does. They could easily transition to any other major network out there. They can move on to Hedera. They can move on to, the XRP ledger. It does not matter about the Ethereum connection there. And I've said this time and time again, and nobody seems to be listening to me when I do say that. And also, I don't know if you guys, just remember, but the major announcement was DTCC with the huge connection to, XDC, etc. We actually do see over here from SON-NL 11, we do see QNT really is the network of networks disrupting all industries. We do see down here a few of the major connections. So let me actually just open this up real quick in a new tab. So first off, here is the blockchain consortiums compared, and we do see that Contour with Trade Finance, Corda is at the forefront of this, R3 as well. There's a few other major names down here like Citi and 7 stuff, but then over here we do still see like Corda, R3, Oracle as the tech partners from the Marco Polo network, with again Trade Finance being the forefront, and of course you do see like all of the other major names here, very substantial names. I can't tell if DTCC is labeled on here at all, but the exposure to DTCC is probably going to happen through XDC with Corda, aka R3. And I actually said this in my video from yesterday with XDC, I'm pretty sure, where I was kind of talking about that. But again, a lot of people have been really kind of, looking into it and talking a little bit about it. And we actually do see over here from Just a Tech Guy, people get excited for providing interoperability in a secondary market. QNT provides interoperability in the big league through private by design, internet scale DLT gateways, being the world's first. All of crypto is sleeping and hating on Quant. Bad move. And we actually do see down here with like DTCC. This is from 2020, really kind of connecting this to Link. Remember, I hold a very substantial amount of Chainlink. I think that it's going to do great in the next bull run. But I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I think that Chainlink is going to be outperforming QNT going into the next major bull run. I just don't think that that is, a possibility. But we do see down here, like Overledger actually interoperates the private networks, which these secondary DeFi markets tap into. DeFi is transformational, but small scale compared to what's happening in enterprise DLT consortiums. And we actually even do see a little bit of a talk over here from, again, SON-NL 11. Interchange was a missing piece in financial institutions and developed 3 years ago as a product / solution on QNT Overledger. It gives I don't think he is talking about financial institutions. I don't know what he means by FI. I want to say it's financial institutions or in the financial institutional area, but it's all good. Like DTCC, SDX, etc. settlement options, whether it's the current traditional options or the newer ones, USDC, digital dollar, XRP, RippleNet, etc. And we do see down here, like we announced something else, Overledger Broker, which is part of the interchange to allow the payments to pick the cheapest, fastest, a hybrid settlement rail or blockchain. We're given institutions and traders choice, with clearing and settlement. And yeah, this goes all the way back to like October of 2020. You can kind of see this. This is their interchange network, and it is something substantial. There's a lot of names labeled on here. You do see like Ripple's logo, Ethereum's logo, and we do see down here like just install a DLT API gateway and have all the interoperability you want, whether it all be payment rails, digital assets crossed, all DLTs, or connectors to everything crypto DeFi. One API to roll them all. Like I'm telling you guys, it is absolutely insane. Like, when we really kind of look at things happening around this space, we really kind of connect the dots with like SDX, which SDX was a huge name. We've talked about them in the past, and we even do see down here, like it seems DTCC prefers a single, shared ledger between, financial institutions. Same goes for, SDX. QNT is here to connect ecosystems, legacy systems, and maybe other products of financial institutions on different ledgers. And yeah, I mean, like when we really kind of look at this, it does not really matter what the DTCC is kind of choosing for their DLT platform. It still needs interoperability. And are they going to go with like Chainlink? I doubt it. Again, like oracles are great, but they are not great for the aspect of, privacy, security, things like that matter greatly when you are choosing an interoperability bridge. We actually just recently talked about this with exchange flows, where, you kind of cut out that intermediary because that substantially lowers the risk of transactions with an endpoint to endpoint, transactional flow, which is the problem with crypto right now. That's why a lot of these like bridges are being hacked. There are huge issues within this market that Quant, again, has already solved. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As it's up to you all, have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.